still got a fucking do. It's not a fucking do-rag. It's a headband, you idiot. Do you even know what a do-rag looks like? So, hold on. So let me tell you guys where I'm coming from with this slideshow. This slideshow is a compilation of every single person's opinion that I have heard, and I have tried to take every aspect of Warzone 1, Cold War, Modern Warfare, Vanguard, and the new ones, and I've put it into what I think would be the best course of action for this game right now. Right? Now, before I get into this, and this is kind of like the first slide, you guys have to understand that I have not played this game. Okay? This is me solely seeing everything that I have seen. Now, this slideshow, we are going to do this every single Monday until the full release of this game. Every single Monday. We're going to take the first 30 minutes, 45 hour, and we're going to talk about it, right? We are going to do I will make a slideshow every Monday stream, right? I'm going to definitely be making a slideshow for next Monday's stream because I will be playing the beta this weekend. I will probably be live Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll probably be live every single day. I am just that guy. So, you guys want to see the slideshow? Slideshow time? All right, I guess we're just going to go straight to the slideshow. How do you fucking present this shit on slides, bro? Oh, wait, isn't it? Nah, hold up. View. Slideshow. Yes! Yes. All right, we ready? I'm put myself in right here. This slideshow is called Modern Warfare 2. May God save us all by your favorite streamer. And I am your favorite streamer. I am your favorite streamer. Yo, I hate you, bro. I'm not that old, son. Wait, should I put the chat? I think we need to put chat. I'm putting chat in here. I don't know why chat doesn't have, like, their own thing in here. If you guys can tell, my voice is a little fucked up. Chat box. All right, I'm putting chat. I'm putting chat right here. I want it. All right, everybody say hi to YouTube. Everybody say your highs. Yeah, say hello to YouTube. All right. All right, let's get into it. Before you get mad at me, hear me out. Okay? I'm going to read this to you because my camera's obviously blocking it. Hear me out. These opinions are my own. You can agree with me, or you can agree with me with more, disagree with me. I want you to feel the way you want to. I value your guys' opinion. I'm not saying that this is the way things need to be for me to enjoy this game. Okay? I will be going into this before I play the beta on PC. A lot of this is spelled wrong because I typed this really fast. I will continuously update this presentation, and we will start this every stream on Monday, and we will talk about it. Remember, this is the first presentation, is me not playing the game, yet I have only seen gameplay. I love Call of Duty, and this is why I'm making this presentation. This is a lot of good. There is a lot of good in this game, but there's also a lot of ugly. I'm going to criticize this game because I cannot take another Cold War and or Vanguard. We do this every year. As excited as I am, I'm also going to state my opinion based on what I have seen and how I feel as a player. If you do not like that, that is fine. But do not give me the, oh, you don't play COD, you're stuck in 2019, stay on Warzone 1 bullshit, because odds are, if this game sucks, you're all going back too. Okay? I will have a mod mute you if you say that shit. So shut the fuck up and listen to what I have to say, and you can argue all you want. Cool? Yes. Good, chat. Great. I love that online. The things I like. Maps. Number one, first and foremost, maps. They are not super big. They have a very good flow. They are not over the top and simple. They have fun spots for all types of areas for sniping, which I'm a very big fan of. The camping issues are minimal. The coloring is decent, and they will be great for ranked play. Now, let me tell you where I'm coming from with this. Out of all the maps that I have seen, I have not seen one that I particularly hate. Now, again, this is me not playing the game yet, right? What they have done is they have tried to take maps and make them smaller. The biggest problem with Modern Warfare 2019 that you guys need to understand, for those of you who did not play it as much as me and Cozy did, That shit was awful. That shit was terrible. The problem with Call of Duty in the past is that there have been very, 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 very minimal enjoyable maps for us to play. Cold War had like maybe one or two that I actually cared about, like Crossroads. Great map, right? And then Nuketown. That's pretty much it. Modern Warfare 2019, Rust, Shipment. That's kind of it. You see where I'm coming from with this? So this is a good thing. The maps are enjoyable. That is a very, very good thing. You know why? Because I like that they are going back in the sense of they're going back to 3 lanes and more enjoyable maps, less camping spots. It looks really good. Treehouse Gunrunner. Gunrunner, yeah, Gunrunner was a good one. Gunrunner is fun, but that mill section makes no fucking sense to me. Like, I just don't understand why Gunrunner has that complete middle section. There's literally no reason for it, but that's off topic. So, good thing, maps. We like the maps. Maps are good. I want to see more. I want them to put old maps back in. I want them to change the old maps slightly. I'm very excited. Now, number 2. The gunplay. The guns are super fun from what I've seen. I actually think a little recoil is a good thing. A lot of people like, oh, I want my M13 that doesn't move. Okay. Now, for the people who don't want recoil, right? There are 100+ attachments for your gun. Somebody is going to find something. Yeah, I saw you, Dream. Somebody is going to find something that's going to make these guns have 0 to minimal to no recoil, right? And most of the recoil is visual. There's going to be a bloom option. Every single fucking game has a bloom option, right? You'll be able to take it off. They already said there's going to be a bloom option for console and PC. So get your panties in a wad with that one. The guns sound and look amazing. You know, the detailing. I was watching a couple of videos on like the detailing of blue, like in Valorant when the bullets go like, it's just visual recoil. You'll be able to turn that shit off. They always do that. Visual recoil actually drops your frames. It's really stupid. I really don't know how that works, to be honest. I don't know why game developers even put bloom into games because it just makes them shittier. But that's just me. But I was watching a bunch of videos on like how the guns actually look, and it's fucking top tier. Fucking top tier. Yeah, exactly. Perfect example of that. The guns look amazing. Most of the guns are from Modern Warfare 2019 and OG Modern Warfare. I like that they're trying to kind of like fix the guns. Like there's the M4, the MP5, we got all the other shit. And it also leaves a lot of room for other, guns to come back into the game, like the Intervention, the ACR. We haven't seen much of the Honey Badger because I guess they're locking certain weapons for the beta, which is cool. I like that they're like cock teasing us a little bit, but I like that they're adding a lot of the OG guns from Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Movement is clean for the most part. I will get into movement later. It feels like 2019, but slower in a way. The problem that I saw with 2019 is as much as I liked how fast it played, it almost played a little too fast. It was a little, like, at one point, like, you have motherfuckers flying around with Cali sticks and all that bullshit, and you're flying through that game. And I thought that was kind of what killed it for me. It was like, yeah, okay, running and gunning, yes, Modern Warfare 2 is slower. I think Modern Warfare 2 is much slower than 2019. Again, I haven't played it. Like, this is just from what I've seen, right? I think that 2019 was faster, and, like, let me explain what I mean by faster. I mean, like, Cali sticks, minimal gun attachments that make you move like a fucking madman, knives, all that shit, right? The gameplay needs to be slowed down, not by much, but Modern Warfare 2 looks like it kind of got that under their belt, where the gameplay is just slow enough. Like, it's still fast, you can still run and gun, you can still do all this shit. It's just slightly slower. And that's a good thing. Modern Warfare 2019 was way too fast. Way too fast. Dolphin diving and swimming are really cool. I really like dolphin diving. I think it's a really good way to get out of gunfights and engagements. It's going to be sick for Warzone, and swimming is awesome. The one thing that they did with swimming that really, really, really made me happy was that you cannot shoot an AR in the water. especially when you're peeking up. That my biggest concern with swimming was being able to gun somebody like in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. I wasn't super hyped about that. Secondaries are viable. Secondaries are actually very good in this game, and equipment is versatile and not the main part of a multiplayer. They are more catered towards using as tools than as killing mechanics. Now, one thing I've kind of noticed about watching a lot of the Modern Warfare 2 beta is that equipment is used in a different way. Now, I put something in here about stuns and smokes. That's not what I'm talking about. Equipment is more used as a tool than it is to use kill. The only thing that I think is stupid as fuck is the UAVs. UAVs are so dumb. UAVs make absolutely no sense in this game, but that's it for later. All right, got me? The fucking way guns and blueprints work. This is my favorite thing that they have done so far. The biggest change to the system comes in the form of receivers. These operate as base of sorts, which all exist. So this is like all the weapon unlocking. I think it's really cool. I think it's sweet. I think it's awesome. It's going to make leveling guns a lot faster so I can go play with them, right? I'll have half of the attachments unlocked for other shit. And it makes the game, you know, you're not grinding for attachments. You're grinding for the actual weapon. I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's really cool. It makes the not grinding gonna go crazy. I hate you, Dream. That shit. There's not gonna be an unlock tool. They're gonna get Ricochet to get rid of that shit. There's no way, bro. And also that the blueprints will match the gun on any single attachment. That is awesome. Now I don't have to. Now I actually want to buy blueprints because I can use them on any attachment on that gun for the most part. They said there will be some attachments that won't like recede correctly to that gun, but all the other ones most of the time will. So W, right? That makes buying shit a lot more worth it because I'm buying shit to use on a gun, and half the time I can't use it because I have to put other attachments on it for it to be slightly good in Warzone. Stupid. It was literally the dumbest thing about Modern Warfare. That was it. Like, I'm buying all this shit and I can't even use it? Come on. Fun things. These are the fun things. You like fun things. Third person mode is sick. Proximity chat is going to make the best fucking content ever. Ever. That shit is going to be so funny. I like the dead silence animation. I like the other perks. Cross progression for Warzone 1 and 2 and mobile is a big one. And Verdansk on mobile, I guess. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Like, it's cool that it's coming back. It's just not in the way that we all want it. There's still time, but you never know. These are the fun things. And now the bad. Now this is, okay, now, before I start this, again, I'm going to repeat myself a million times during this. I have not played the game. This is just from what I've seen. Ready? The gunsmith. It's hard to understand. Tree system doesn't make a whole ton of sense. I know we were talking about it earlier and I said that I like it, but my problem with the tree system is that it's confusing on what you do to unlock. I get that the tree system is like, oh, you unlock the SMG. Oh, you unlock this. You unlock that. You unlock this. Like, it's just... It's confusing. There's not a very straightforward way of them explaining it, and that might turn a lot of the casual players off. That's why I wrote that in here. I wrote that in here because it is the problem with Call of Duty is that you guys have to understand this, is that Call of Duty is made for the casual audience. Yes, it has ranked play, it has the CDL, it has all this bullshit, right? But 99.9% of the gaming community plays Call of Duty, right? And a lot of them don't want to go into this game and not know what the fuck to do, right? This isn't Tarkov. It's not fucking Apex. Like, this is COD, right? Now, that being said, let me finish my point. It's very weird that it didn't keep the perk system the way it was. It doesn't, the perk system doesn't make a whole ton of sense to me. Like, I kind of get why they're doing it because they want to make the game harder, but why the perk system is the way it is doesn't make a whole ton of sense. The reason that Call of Duty has a perk system is because they invented it. The perk system was literally invented by COD. And the last perk on the tree is basically useless. Like, it's useless. And making classes is a hassle. Like, I feel like they're trying to overcomplicate the gunsmith for absolutely no reason. The gunsmith was overcomplicated enough in Vanguard. That shit was overcomplicated as fuck. Me personally, I can adapt to the gunsmith. I will figure it out. I kind of know how to use it already. What I am saying is for the casual audience, nobody is going to want to fucking learn how to do this. There is no straightforward way to use the gunsmith. It makes no fucking sense. I feel like it's all just cluttered together right on that thing in the bottom. And it just literally makes no sense to me. For the casual audience, right, that is going to be a fucking problem. That will be a problem. I guarantee you on that. Slide canceling, kind of. Here we go. All right, you guys can start popping off now if you want. I get that it's annoying. I get that slide cancel is annoying, okay? I die to it all the time. I don't think slide canceling should have been fully removed from the game. Now, it really wasn't, though, because as I was making this, I saw something on Call of Duty's website that said that slide canceling is still in the game. It's just minimal, right? And that's kind of what I wanted. That's where I was taking this. So they kind of got that all ironed out. For me personally, I'm cool with it, right? I think slide canceling should have been nerfed into the ground, but it shouldn't have been removed. You know why? Because thing is, sliding is a very good way to get out of gunfights, right? Reset, bunny hop, all this shit, right? You know, if they took SBMM out, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for them to take out slide canceling. Now, they need to do one of two things come the launch of this game. They either need to eliminate slide canceling all the way, right? Eliminate it all the way, or streamline the fuck out of it. That's what they have to do. They have to pick one or the other. They can't have both, right? Because people are going to break it anyway. It's stupid as fuck. People are going to break it. Like, you can still slide cancel in Modern Warfare 2. It's just not as prominent. No, streamline means like they need to actually just put it in. I kind of had the idea of slide canceling being a perk, almost, or having a cooldown. Like, the thing is, I don't get why they got rid of it. Like, I get a lot of the community doesn't like it. They all fucking like it, right? Everybody in Modern Warfare 2019 is like, oh, well, we want to go back to the old COD and the old way. None of that shit. The old COD is dead, okay? The way that the old CODs play is never going to come back. There's still tack sprinting. There's dolphin diving, right? They're still sliding. So this COD is not an old COD. It's not an old COD. It doesn't feel like an old COD. There's recoil on guns, 1. 2, there's still tack sprinting. And 3, there's every other mechanic in 2019 except for slide canceling. Sort of. Right? I just don't think it makes a whole ton of sense to get rid of it. Right? Especially for Warzone. Right? Think about it like this. This is my... Yeah, well, reload canceling, that was... I forgot to put reload canceling in that. I think that is the dumbest fucking thing they could have put in this game. That is the dumbest fucking thing they could have taken out. I would rather have them take out slide canceling than reload canceling. That shit makes absolutely no sense to me. It really doesn't. Right? So, back to slide canceling. Here's the thing. I am torn from slide canceling. I like slide canceling. Like, I like slide canceling. I think it's cool. I think it adds a skill gap, but I think it got to the point where it was so fucking broken in Modern Warfare that it just needed to be nerfed. Like, like, I think it's a really cool concept because you could do it in other games. Like, you can slide cancel BO4, BO3, most of the other Call of Duties. Like, you can slide cancel on most of them, right? But what I don't understand is removing it completely doesn't make a ton of sense, right? It was a sweet mechanic for competitive. It was really fun, and it's going to make Warzone a lot slower. I don't think people want Warzone to be slower. That's the problem, right? From my point of view, I don't want Warzone to be slower. I think Warzone should be We'll get into Warzone. Like, I have a whole section about Warzone here, but that's just my take. Makes the game a skill pad than gunning, which I believe is a good thing, but I will play the devil's advocate so that it can be abused. Yeah, slide canceling is completely abused in 2019. I will never, ever not deny that. In Modern Warfare 2019, slide canceling was abused by everyone. I abused that shit every fucking day. But they should have taken it out. They should have nerfed it, right? It adds a different mechanic to the game. Because here's the thing, right? Think about it like this. In this new Warzone map, you go into a building, right? You go into a building and there's 3 people sitting in the corner, right? What do you do usually to get out of a building like that? You slide cancel because it'll save your fucking life, right? It'll save your life. Now you can tack sprint out and dolphin dive out, but dolphin dive, you have to get up. You get up, you're dead. You tack sprint out, they run right by you, you're dead. At least if you slide, they could shoot you and miss. Like, slide canceling being taken out of Warzone especially makes no fucking sense to me. It makes no sense. Like, because then how the fuck am I'm just going to push a building and there's going to be 4 people sitting in a room and there's nothing I can do about it now? Like, I can't at least get out? I just think it's dumb. I think it added a skill gap to the game that I just don't think should have been taken out. That's just my opinion, though. Like, slide canceling, I don't think was necessarily a bad thing. I think it was an abused thing. It was definitely abused. Dolphin diving is never using it. It never was. Not even in the older CODs. I don't even know why they're putting that in. I completely agree with you, Dream. Dolphin diving is stupid as fuck. I'm probably not even going to use it. Like, I probably won't use it at all. So, I know the slide canceling thing is a big thing for me. Like, I like the slide canceling. Like, I just think that they needed to nerf it. But, like, it's a good way to get out of engagements. Right? Isn't that what a battle royale is all about? Is surviving? I just don't see why they're taking it out. I really don't. I think that they should nerf it. I just don't think they should take it out. That's it. That's all it comes down to. All right, next thing on the ticket. Gameplay. This is a big one for me. Smoke grenades and stuns need to be nerfed. Nerfed, nerfed, nerfed. The biggest problem that we have had in Call of Duty since its launch is fucking flash grenades. Get them out or nerf them, right? I don't want to get flashed every 5 seconds, especially a game that also has quick fix and restock in it. Stop it. If this game launches and stuns are fucking crazy, I'm not playing it. No way. Takes no skill. I'm good. Shotguns are going to be an issue. Shotguns are kind of broken again. They'll get nerfed. Whatever. I should have taken that one out, honestly. Perks non-existent make little to no sense to me. Now, this is what I wanted to get into this earlier with the perk system, right? From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong for the people who have played this in chat, you're telling me that I need to get multiple kills to get a perk. Why have them in the first place? Why have them in the first place? I don't get that. I don't get the perk system. Literally, if it's just specialist, then just make it specialist. There's literally, yeah, it's so stupid. Then why the fuck do we have perks in the game? You're telling me, right? Now, this is my perfect point. This is my perfect point to this. You're telling me that the casual audience is going to play Call of Duty, right? They're going to get like 2, 1, 3, 4, maybe 5 kills per life. And the other players are going to shit on them and get all the perks. And then they're going to hate the game. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, it's cool for competitive. It's a really cool thing to add for competitive. Like, lootable perks and stuff like that, which I'll get into when we get to Warzone. But I just don't see why the perk system is the way it is. I don't know why they just didn't fucking leave it. My biggest problem with this game is that they're taking everything that worked and throwing it out the window. Now, one of my favorite COD creators, Modern Warzone, tweeted this, and this is a W just too much to tell you? All right, you can explain it to me later. My favorite, so Modern Warzone said this. He said that realism is not always fun. Why do you think I don't play Escape from Tarkov? Right? If Call of Duty is trying to be Escape from Tarkov, it's gonna fail. That's it. Like, he said, like, I get that this game wants to be realistic in a way. It takes away the whole reason why it's called Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not fucking realistic. It's really not. It's never been realistic. The reason that Call of Duty is so popular, is because it's Call of Duty. That's it. I don't get what the realism is. There's no realism. There's never been any realism in Call of Duty. The DMZ mode can be the realism. The rest of it, leave it the fuck alone. It doesn't make any sense to me. So you're telling me that the next Black Ops is going to be realistic? Are you serious? How many Black Ops games have we gone through that were realistic? None of them. None of them. Cold War, maybe. Not even Cold War. Cold War was the most unrealistic COD game ever. Right? Modern Warfare 2019 was realistic. Right? If they want to be realistic, they should make DMZ and scrap the rest of the game. That's it. No casual player wants to play a realistic shooter. Right? Nobody wants to play that. I don't want to play a realistic shooter. I played Destiny, Halo, and all of the Call of Duties. I'm not playing a realistic shooter. There's a reason that I don't stream Escape from Tarkov. I don't care. I don't want to play a realistic shooter. It's so stupid. 725, a cold-blooded model, blah, blah, blah. Certain amount of kills. But again, like, that's just specialist. It's just specialist. Why don't they just put specialist in the game? It makes no sense. Or put those perks into specialist. Why can't I get double time and all this shit? That's going to suck ass for competitive. That's going to be so fucking miserable. Like, it's going to be so dumb. Yeah, specialist perk was sick as fuck. I love specialist. Specialist was awesome. You know how hard, rock solid I would get getting that shit into Crate and Warzone? Forget it. Yeah. All right, move on. Let's move on. You should not be able to infinitely hang on a wall with a pistol. Someone will find a way to break it. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, Dream. You should not be able to infinitely hang on a wall with a pistol. That is so stupid. You really fucking think that somebody is not going to find a broken pistol week one, and you're just going to have somebody head glitching like fucking this, right? Over the wall, and you're going to kill you. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be sitting over the fucking wall like this. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no sense. Literally no sense. It's so dumb. Yeah, that shit's gotta get fixed. That's stupid. Because, like, I like the hanging thing. I think it's really cool. I think it's a good way to get information, all that stuff. Take the gun out of it. Or just make it have a cooldown. Like, if you hang on it for 4 seconds, if you're on there for 4 seconds, you drop. Right? You fall off. 4 seconds. 3 at minimum. 3 at minimum. I think that's gonna be an absolute fucking problem. Yeah. So let me go. Let's continue on with that. But like, can we agree on that? That's fucking dumb. It's so dumb. Also, all right, let's get into the recoil thing. I'm sure this is gonna be a topic of discussion. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. It's like an almost an unnecessary thing. Like, I don't really know if I'm even gonna use that, to be honest. But too much gun recoil is a bad thing. Realism only works in realism-made games. Tarkov. COD is catered to the casual audience. Recoil should not be a bad thing, but too much recoil and gun glint can be an issue, especially in competitive. The biggest issue that I have seen that everybody's talking about is the gun glint and the recoil, because they can't see shit. And that makes no fucking sense. This is not a realism game. It is never going to be a realism game. That is not what Call of Duty is. And if it's a realism multiplayer, that's even dumber. Multiplayer is not supposed to be realistic. Multiplayer is a bunch of fucking people shooting the shit out of each other, right? Most of the CDL pros have said this is stupid. Like if they wanted to play a realism multiplayer game, go play Gears of War or some shit. Like that just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Why there's so much of all these things happening. Again, way too fucking complicated. Way too complicated. Again, and I am looking at this from a casual player's standing, right? I can adjust to all this shit. If I have to, I will, right? I'm looking at this from like 40-year-old father who wants to go home, play some Call of Duty. He doesn't want to deal with all this bullshit. I barely want to deal with all this bullshit. It's just dumb. Also, to top us off, sprinting looks so fucking bad. That shit looks terrible. I'm going to pull up a perfect example. MW 2019 sprinting. It's an MW. Let's see what sprint. This is what sprinting looks like. Right?
Yo,
Shut up.
just a lot
Dun
recently.
dun dun.
Okay, this is
So here's the sprinting, right? Moving the gun, 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 right? I want to see him sprint. Like this right here, it just looks bad. You can only see the fuck. Like look at this. When you sprint. Wait for it. You can only see the top part of the gun. So am I sprinting like on my fucking nuts? It just looks bad. This was just something I noticed early on. I was like, I don't know, dude. I was like, it just kind of looks rushed. And now, Warzone 2. This is my biggest problem with this game. As a full-time Warzone player, this is my biggest problem with this game. The good. Start with the good. The map is amazing. That map design is fucking awesome. I was a big fan of the Blackout map. The map is awesome. It's awesome. There's very minimal things I hate about the map. It's very flat. There's not a lot of mountain ranges, not a lot of fucking dumb shit they had in Rebirth, Fortunes, like the high buildings, all this crap. It is much, 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 much better. This fucking, all right, the next thing. The camera, when you die, like the fucking helmet cam, that is so sick. Awesome. Awesome. Really cool. Awesome view. Gonna be sick for spectating. Awesome shit. Love it. The POIs are very good. Terminal, Quarry. I mean, come on. The POIs are extremely good. Heartbeat sensors have a battery, which is awesome because then it will make the game slightly harder. I think it's awesome. Yeah. One heartbeat, have 3 beasts before it die. Yeah, agreed. The ground loot is okay. Ground loot's all right. Now, before I continue on with the bad, remember that Warzone 2 isn't still in alpha. They're probably going to delay it, but we'll go on. And now the bad. The looting system is extremely slow. Extremely slow. Clunky. Blackout and Apex had better looting systems than shit. I do not like the looting system. I don't understand why I need to go to an entire menu to pick up my loot. There is not even a pick up all option. I don't get that. Like, the problem is, and one of the biggest problems that I had with Warzone 1 to begin with is going to buy stations and buying shit and getting killed on the buy stations. Now you're telling me that I can loot and get killed. You know, at least when I'm looting in Warzone 1, I can, like, move around, you know, duck in, duck out, slide cancel, in and out, doing all that shit, right? And I don't die, right? You're telling me that I have to go through an entire menu to loot. Dumbest fucking change. Out of all of these things that concern me, that is the dumbest fucking change I have seen. That is my biggest problem with Warzone 2 is the looting. It sucks. It is not going to be fun. You're going to spend half the game looting. I don't want to spend half the game looting. That's not fun to me, right? It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb. Like, literally, every other... Warzone 1 has a better looting system than Warzone 2, right? It's so bad. It's so bad. Especially for... I don't understand how controller people are going to like that looting system, especially because you have to go stick A, stick A, stick A, stick A. At least with Warzone 1, you could pick up all this shit or pick it up automatically and just be on your merry way, right? You cannot do that in this game. I don't get it. It's so dumb. The Gulag. I don't think it's a good idea. Especially with random teammates. People are going to throw games, especially in the comp scene. You're telling me, right? You're in a $50,000 tournament, $100,000, $200,000 tournament, right? And you have the opportunity to win a Gulag with another person on the opposing team. Here's the thing. If that person's squad is alive, just buy you back, right? They can just buy you back. If they're not alive, the other person can throw their Gulag, right? And you're just eliminated. That makes no fucking sense to me. Literally zero. I do not get why it needs to be 2v2. I just don't get it. The Gulag overall is very cool. I like the idea that you have to pick up weapons. I like the idea that you have to pick up a key. I like that. Oh, it'll be abused by throwing. It'll be absolutely abused. Yeah. No loadouts makes absolutely no sense, and it will make the game boring. Why do we all play Warzone? Chat, good question for you guys. Why do we all play Warzone? Why do we play multiplayer? Can you guys answer this for me? I can tell you why. The reason we play Warzone is because Warzone is different. Warzone is different than every other battle royale. There are no loadouts in Apex. There are no loadouts in PUBG. There are no loadouts in H1Z1. There's no loadouts in Fortnite. There's nothing, right? But the thing is, Call of Duty is trying to get into this no loadout-based battle royale way too late. Way too late. Loadouts make the game harder. In my opinion, it makes the game harder. You have to worry about if you're going to get gunned every 2 seconds, right? And I like that. I like that. Here's the thing. If you don't get a loadout, what's the point of playing multiplayer? Especially if you want to play Warzone. What's the point of buying the game? Right? And I know the loadouts are going to be in the buy station and all this fucking bullshit, but this brings me back to my other point. If what they're doing, right, is they're putting the gun into a buy station, and you are able to buy a gun out of the buy station, right? You're going to spend the first 25 minutes to 30 minutes of that game looting to get your loadout. Nothing has changed. Except for where you buy it. And you don't even get it fully upgraded. So if they want you to use floor loot, no, everyone's just gonna go try to buy their loadout. So why would you change that? It doesn't make no sense. Run around with a broken Blixen bell that has been fixed in 6 months. That's not the point. The point is that this game is going to be constantly updated, right? The guns are going to have recoil, right? The guns are going to be way more versatile in Warzone than they've ever been before, according to Infinity Ward, right? You're going to be able to basically use whatever the fuck you want. Why would they take loadouts out? Like, putting the loadouts into the buy station literally defeats the purpose of taking them out. Like, and I don't know why they're taking out lootable perks. Like, they're taking out all the good aspects of Warzone. Loadouts are super fun. If they want to make them 50K, I don't fucking care. Put them in a drop marker, right? Put them in a drop marker. Who gives a shit? No portable buys, no lootable perks, no redeploy balloons. This game is going to be... We are going back to vanilla Verdansk, right? that everybody hated. We're going back to the Verdansk that everybody hated, right? I get that we all liked Verdansk for a really long time. We're going back to 84 with how this game is going to play. That is my opinion on it. I don't think that it's going to make a difference or not whether if you put the loadouts in the fucking buy station or put them in the drop marker, right? If you want to put them in both and make the drop marker 100K, sure, whatever, right? But they're taking away the aspect of Warzone that makes Warzone Warzone, right? It makes no sense. This is not Blackout 2.0. This is Warzone 2.0, right? This is Warzone we are talking about. We are not talking about Blackout. This is not Blackout, okay? If they want this to be Blackout, name it Blackout 2.0. I just think it's so dumb. Because, yeah, the game is not a generic BR. It is not any different than any other Modern Warfare BR ever made. It's boring. This BR is boring as fuck. It is so boring. From what I was watching it and I was like, I don't even want to watch this anymore. It is boring, right? Now, here's the thing. Now, riddle me this, chat. Riddle me this. If I want to go play a fully regular Modern Warfare Battle Royale, what game am I going to go play? I'm going to play PUBG. I'm going to go play H1Z1. I'm going to play something else, right? Call of Duty is not a realistic BR. It never has been. Blackout was not a realistic BR. They're trying to make this game something that's just not. It's just not this. And they're throwing out every good thing they had in Warzone 1, right? You know, at the end of the day, slide canceling, all that shit doesn't fucking matter. I'm talking about the core aspects of Warzone, right? What made Warzone Warzone, why we all love and hate Warzone, right? They're just getting rid of it. I don't think a lot of people are going to like that. Well, there's also this other option. I brought up the option of creating two separate game modes. You have this, whatever the fuck we're going to call this, Warzone 2.0, and you have Warzone 1 mechanics on the same map. Loadout drop markers, unlimited UAVs, which is also really dumb. Why am I only allowed to buy one UAV? You know what's crazy, chat? Is all of these aspects for this new Warzone would be really fucking good in a competitive mode. It would be amazing in a competitive mode. Like, you get one UAV. You have to, no loadout drops at all. You have to buy your guns, right? Floor loot sucks. You don't hear any of the chests, and plating is only 2 armor plates instead of a satchel. That would be really, 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 really good for a Warzone competitive mode. Have they even talked about Warzone comp? See what I'm getting at here? Right? These aspects are not good for a player-based BR. This is good for a competitive BR. Nobody, 85% of the Warzone community does not play Warzone competitively. This game will tank. They will stay on Warzone 1. I guarantee you on that, especially because this game is free to play. I just don't see the reason to why they're doing this. I really don't. But that's just me. Yeah, that's it. So the BR dinner. Continuation. The buy system station makes no sense. We got through this. 1 UAV per match is in a public match. I said this already. It's better for competitive. Let's talk about competitive for a second. We just talked about competitive. I really got ahead of myself. Warzone 2 should have 2 modes. I got this. The BR promotes camping. The BR completely promotes camping. You're telling me that I have to go through this entire fucking map, right? No UAV, minimal heartbeat sensor, nothing, right? People are going to camp their fucking nuts off. The biggest reason why Warzone 1 kind of worked for a second is like you can get Ghost, but that costs you your secondary gun, right? If they want to limit it to 1 loadout per game, that'd be even better. I'd be all for that. You get 1 loadout drop. 1 loadout drop. You get 1. You're not even allowed to buy another, right? That'd be way better than what they're doing now. It just makes little to no sense to me. This BR does smoke in it. Way too much AI. AI, it should be removed completely or moved to different points, like underground points, like the strongholds they're talking about, right? That shit is so stupid. That shit is so dumb. That shit makes no fucking sense to me. It doesn't make the game harder, it just makes the game more annoying. It didn't really listen to the community or keep the things in Warzone that worked. Portable buys, loadouts, armor plates, vehicles, blah, 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 blah. No vehicle should have a turret or gun on anything of that nature on it. We learned from the fucking helicopters and the armored vehicles. Take them out. No lootable perks. Super dumb. Hate this. I don't know why no ready-to-play loot statuses are incorporated into the plate system, which makes absolutely no sense. Why the fuck are satchels incorporated into the armor plates? Right? Satchels should just be on the ground, and that's it. Dumb as fuck. The game is way too complicated. And TTK is also going to be a problem again with the 2 armor plate system. It's like they're going back. They're taking out all the core aspects of Warzone that made Warzone, well, I know, I spelled it wrong. That made Warzone, and throwing it out the fucking window. I just don't agree with that. I think it's stupid. This is not a new experience. It's not a new experience. It's a half-assed experience. Especially for the people who love Warzone like I do. That's not Warzone. This is not Warzone. This is another standard Modern Warfare Battle Royale that's probably going to flop. All right. Here's my final argument. Do with this what you will. To the people who are saying, oh, this is a new experience, are the same people saying that Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone were bad. They had bad aspects. They weren't bad. Or too hard to play, or they missed the old CODs. Let's make this clear. This COD is not going to be a new experience. If it completely shadows away from everything that makes Call of Duty, which you all have been complaining about since BO3 and Modern Warfare 3, right? Just because you nerf a movement or change something does not mean that COD will go back to the good old BO3 to Modern Warfare 3 days. Because guess what? It's never going to. The issue is everyone cannot see past the old CODs, and here is what I mean. Conclusion. The game is not finished. Multiplayer should be released as scheduled, and Warzone should be delayed to late December, early January. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Because that is what I truly mean that. I think multiplayer is okay. I think multiplayer will do fine. Warzone needs to be delayed. Completely delayed. It has to be reworked completely. Now, I say that because every single content creator is like, what the fuck is this? And, the content creators shouldn't have final say in the games. I think that's a really bad stigma that everyone needs to get past. The game for the audience of Call of Duty is not going to be fun. The problem is there's games like this that already exist. There's nothing special about this. The reason that Warzone was so popular is because it had something special about it. There was something special about Warzone. It's going to tank. Maybe some of the mechanics of Warzone have to be... Yeah, like, literally. There's... chat. Like, here's the thing. This is what you guys have to understand. I made this presentation with a heavy heart because I was so excited about this game. I still am excited, okay? I haven't played it yet. And I don't know, man. I feel like this is going to be another year of this game is going to fucking suck. But the only thing that's keeping me optimistic is that Infinity Ward is developing this game. And it's going to have a 2-year runtime. There's a very, very good chance that year 1 is going to blow. And everyone's going to stay on Warzone 1, and come year 2, things might change. And the Treyarch title comes out. I don't know, man. Chat, I want your guys' opinions. Give me your opinions. Like, talk to me. I want to know what you guys are, because here's the thing. And I'm going to say this. I could be completely wrong. Everything that I just said could be completely and utterly wrong. And this game could be the best COD ever made, right? Now, again, this was in alpha and beta, okay? We all could be completely wrong. I know that change is scary, and the change might be really good. I'm not denying the change. I'm saying that the changes that they are making don't make sense, right? So do that what you do. What do you guys think though? Let me know what you think.